So I'm here in Yosemite Park. It's absolutely stunning. I think I've said that every podcast now, but it is. It's just, how do you describe it? And started out with this really cool thought. So my family had stopped at one of the visitor centers, and I said, I'm just going to hike from where we are to the base of El Capitan and do my quick podcast from there. So I struck out and said, just drive on by me and I'll meet you there. And that's probably about 3 miles ago. So I think I kind of misjudged the distance to El Cap from where I was. And so I'm still walking to the base of El Cap. And so I just wanted to share a quick thought on this. This is not the topic of today, but here's a little bonus material. Hey, get clear about how far you have to go to get to your goals. Otherwise, you may give up because of fatigue.
Welcome to Getting Results. I'm Toney, and I'm glad you've joined me here on the podcast today. Over my years of coaching and leading in organizations of various types and sizes, I've come to recognize that sustainable, repeatable success comes down to these 3 factors: clarity, alignment, and busting through barriers. And that's the basis for my CAB system.
So I'm going to be coming to you live from some pretty cool places over these next several episodes. We are on a national parks tour, and I'm looking forward to sharing some insights with you from the parks that we're visiting. I'm also going to be rolling this same podcast over on YouTube so you can see the video that I captured in doing these podcasts. And I invite you to go to my YouTube channel. I'm sure that you'll enjoy the footage that I was able to get as I recorded these podcasts there live in the national parks. And so let's go now to this episode.
So I'm here at the base of El Capitan in Yosemite National Park. And it's absolutely breathtaking, the size, just the grandeur of this mountain, and especially the sheer side of this cliff. And in 2017,
Alex Honnold
attempted to climb the face of El Capitan, what was called a free solo climb, meaning he climbed alone and he climbed without the help of ropes. If you've not seen the free solo documentary on this climb, I cannot recommend it enough. It's absolutely tremendous. And I want to draw from his experience on the face of this mountain to encourage you today in your leadership, your business, and in your organization. As you watch that documentary, there's a point at which literally Alex is holding on to this side of the mountain by just his fingertips and by the tips of his shoes. Nothing else holding him to the granite, just suction cup there to the side of this very mountain as he's climbing up the side of it, free solo. And at one point in his climb, you can see him climbing up the side of the mountain, and out of nowhere comes this bird. This bird comes flying down toward him. Now, it doesn't attack him, but just kind of flies in his vicinity, and he's thousands of feet up the side of the mountain when this happens. And as I was watching the documentary and everything that led up to that point, I was absolutely blown away by the amount of focus and concentration it took for him to not lose his grip or to even look the direction or even recognize potentially that bird was even there. He had a lot on the line. One false move, one slip, and it was over for him. There was no safety net. There was no coming back. There was no second chance. He was all in and he was focused. And that's what I want you to take away from this thought today. Here's my question. What's your El Capitan? What goal is it that you're trying to accomplish? Where are you trying to get? What height are you trying to reach? What's something you've never done before and you've kind of gone all in? You said, I'm committed. I'm going to the top. We're going to make it clear to the top. And you've thrown off all restraint and said, we're going for it. We're going for our own free solo. And along the way, maybe there have been distractions. Maybe you've run into things that that have caused you to pause or have gotten you off track. But I want you to know that if you're going to achieve that great thing, something you've never done before, something maybe others have never done before, it's going to take great focus. See, he trained and trained and trained and got to the point where even on the side of a mountain alone, even an animal, a bird, could not distract him from his goal. A lot of us today get stuck in what we call butterfly moments. We'll get hot on the trail of going after a product, an outcome, building our teams, trying to establish a new initiative. And then this new idea comes along and we want to abandon all of the work we've done and go after that, a kind of a butterfly. Oh, look, a butterfly type moment. But if we're going to reach new heights, if we're going to go places we've never gone before, it's going to take extreme focus. If we're going to stay connected, clinging to the side of our mountain and make it clear to the top, we're going to have the kind of same focus that Alex had that day in 2017 as he scaled El Capitan. I encourage you to go watch Free Solo, because I'm sure that you'll also be inspired by the effort, the amount of preparation that went into what he had to do to get to this point. And looking at it here behind me and walking up and seeing it right here live, standing at the very base of it, I recognize now just the magnitude of what he did. It's unbelievable. And what it must have taken every inch of the way. Guys, I believe we can do it. Come on. Leaders, we can do this. We can scale those mountains. We can achieve those dreams. We can achieve those goals. We can rebuild the culture. We can set the new precedent, the new normal. We can do it. We can set the new standard, but it's going to take focus. It's going to take not taking our eye off the prize. No matter what comes, no matter what happens, we're focused on where we're going, focused on what the outcome is that we want. So I wonder today, what's your El Capitan? What is it you're trying to achieve? What summit are you trying to reach? That maybe distractions today are keeping you from getting there, making progress. What can you get rid of? What are some distractions that you can just say, you know what, I'm not going to even deal with that anymore. We're going to set that aside. Here's what matters. We're going to get to the top of we're going to get to the top of our El Capitan. I believe you can do it. I believe if you'll focus, if you'll get clear, if you'll put in the effort, if you'll cling to it and not look back, then you can get results.
If you enjoy the Getting Results podcast, we would love for you to submit a review on iTunes and help us get the word out by sharing our podcast with your friends and colleagues. Also, stop by tomtoney.com, that's TOMTONEY.com, and sign up for free to become a member. You'll get access to exclusive content like the Communication Cycle tool, a great tool for evaluating the effectiveness of communication on your team and in your organization, and other exclusive opportunities. So until next time, keep getting results.